So hi, today I wanted to show you guys how to make this stitch happen. It is accomplished by doing these stitches with double crochets and chain ones in between, single crochets and chain spaces. It's worked up in multiples of 3 and it gives you this open lacy look. Can use it for a garment. I used it to make several washcloths, and I'm just going to teach you how to do the stitch, and then you guys can do the multiples to create whatever you want with it. Today I'm going to be using this just cotton yarn in the color Sage and a 4.5mm crochet hook. Yeah. So let's get started. I'm going to chain up 36 to start because I'm going to use this as a washcloth. So we start with a slip knot. We chain in multiples of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll meet you when you have however many you want to chain up by 3. And I said I'm going to do 36. My chain of 36, and I like to work in the back humps usually when I make washcloths so that the seam looks nice. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to zoom in. And adjust my camera, and we're going to start. So we are skipping the first chain from the hook, and we're going to go into the second chain, and I'm turning to reveal the back humps. Usually you'll have the V-stitches and the front, but when we turn to do the back humps, it's what it looks like. I'm going to single crochet into the second chain in the back hump. Now I'm going to chain 1 and skip this next chain and then single crochet into the next back hump. Now we're going to chain 3, and this is the repeat. We will skip 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet into the next chain. That's the repeat for this row 1. And the good thing about this is this is going to be the foundation setup, and then we'll just do a 2-row repeat to accomplish this stitch pattern. So we're going to chain 3, skip 2, single crochet in the next, chain 3, skip 2, and then single crochet in the next. And we'll repeat this across until we have 3 stitches left to work into. So repeat this across, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet until you have 3 remaining. So we worked across, and actually we're going to have 2 stitches left over. So we're going to repeat what we did in the front, where we chained 1 and we single crocheted. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to skip 1 and we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. And that completes row 1. So row 2, we're going to chain 3. The chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. We're turning the work, and we're going to be working into each single crochet, working a V-stitch into each of these single crochets across. And then in the last single crochet stitch, we will be working 1 double crochet. So a V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same stitch, and it creates this V. So we just repeat that. A V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And that's all you're doing across till you reach the last stitch. In the row. So I will meet you back when you've completed the row and you're at the last stitch. This was the last V-stitch, and now I'm going to work in the top of this single crochet right here. We completed row 2, and now we're going to start the repeat rows for this pattern. So you'll repeat rows 3 and 4 for the remainder of the pattern to make the V-stitch lace. So what we're going to do is chain 1, turn the work. You're going to single crochet in the first double crochet stitch, chain 1, and then single crochet into the V-stitch. Okay, and that's how you start and end each row. So you're going to chain 3, and this is the repeat, chain 3, single crochet into the V-stitch. And that's what you repeat across. So you're chaining 3. Sorry if you can hear the cicadas outside. It's the end of summer, the beginning of September. And then single crochet into the V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet into the chain 1 space of the V-stitch. And that's what you repeat across to complete this row. So that's my last chain 3, single crochet. And so right here we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work into this second chain of the chain 3 turning chain. So we have this 1, 2, 3, where we count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. Right there. That way it gives it a cleaner look. Now we're going to complete row 4. So we're chaining 3, turning our work, and we're basically repeating what we did in row 2, where we're working a V-stitch into the single crochets. All the single crochets are going to get a V-stitch. And then the last stitch will get 1 double crochet. And remember, this chain 3 counts as a stitch. So we're going to do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and that is our V-stitch. Repeat that. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And I'm just going to keep repeating that across until I get to the last single crochet of the row. So this is the last 2 single crochet of the row, and I'm going to do the V-stitch in the second to last stitch, and then I'm going to work a double crochet. I like to do it, this is where you could work the double crochet, but when I do it, it looks very, when you put this half double, or sorry, when you put the double crochet here into the stitch, it looks very, look at that bump right here is what you see that, right? That's why I like to go into the chain one. When you chain and you turn and you single crochet, you have this chain right here. Can you guys see that? It's right here. I like to work into that space instead of right here. It just gives you a cleaner edge. So, yeah. And then let me zoom out. This is that is basically the stitch pattern. You're repeating these 2 rows. So when you do the next row, you're going to chain 1 and turn the work. You're going to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet into the V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet into the V-stitch. And you're just repeating both of these rows until you have a length that you like for your top, for your scarf, for whatever you're making. And if you were making a washcloth or a dishcloth, I would suggest that when you're working your dishcloth or washcloth that you keep doing the increasing, and then when you think you have enough, just fold your piece diagonally like this. And if these 2 corners meet up, like when you're folding a piece of paper, if they meet up like a triangle and they're perfectly triangular to one another, that's the perfect square. And that's when you can stop increasing. But for clarification, I'll count the rows I did. So I do 1, 2. So every V-stitch is 2 rows. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 rows. But it could be different for you depending upon how many you chain and how many rows you do up. But this is always a good test to see if it's a perfect square. And you can eyeball it too, or you can measure it. So I have my handy dandy ruler, and it measures, it should be 9.5 inches across and 9.5 inches wide. So it's a almost perfect square. So I hope that helped. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy this stitch tutorial. Have a good night or day. Bye.